Welcome to Hitchin Boys School Sixth Form. My name is Mrs Christou and this video provides you with a short introduction to our excellent sixth form and all the information you need to make an informed decision about the next step for you. We're really proud of our large and growing sixth form of almost 300 students. Boys here enjoy a range of courses we offer and over 95% of them go on to university. However, we do realise this isn't for everyone, and we have an excellent careers coordinator as well as a superb enrichment programme throughout the 2 years to help guide you into making the next steps. You may have a very clear idea of what you want to do when you leave school, or you may have no idea at all. Either way, we can provide you with lots of opportunities to develop both academically and as an individual. After all, sixth form should be all about just that, shaping you as an individual. Most of you will choose 3 subjects. These can be A-levels or vocational courses such as BTECs or diplomas, or a mixture of both. We have almost 40 courses to choose from across the Consortium. There is no set route to higher education if that is what you choose. All of our qualifications can help to move you onto university, apprenticeships or full-time employment. It's not all study in the sixth form here. We have an outstanding range of extracurricular activities, including amazing sports and music clubs, debating and film clubs. We offer the Duke of Edinburgh Award as well as the extended project qualification and the opportunities to get involved in a range of volunteering roles within the school and the local community. Our students help younger students within Hitchin Boys, but also at local primary schools, care homes and at Lister Hospital. Our pastoral structure means you will be very well looked after, and our team of tutors have lots of experience guiding students in the post-16 age range. Please spend some time just exploring this website. Make a list of questions you'd like to ask, and please do get in touch. We're all very excited about the future of our sixth form, but don't just take our word for it. Listen to the testimonies from our current and former students on our website. Good luck with your GCSEs, and I hope to meet you all very soon. You may be thinking, where do I even start? And this is where our website can help you. It's to provide you with information regarding your post-16 options choices and also to show you the range of extracurricular and enrichment opportunities that we have for you. Hopefully by the end of it you will be able to make some informed decisions about your future. If you're going to study a subject at A-level, the first question you should ask yourself is, will I find the content interesting? You might not be taught by the same teachers you had at GCSE, and the topics won't be just an extension of GCSEs. Try to have a look at books, resources, materials and websites recommended for the course, including the specifications such as AQA or EdExcel. If you're looking at a new subject such as psychology or economics, try to find out in detail what the subject involves. You also need to ask yourself where your strengths lie. Do you perform better in exams, or would you do better to pick subjects where there's a greater weighting placed on coursework? You also need to consider what your future career path may be. If you're already thinking that you would like to go to university and have an area in mind, such as medicine or science, then you need to be looking on the UCAS website and finding out what A-levels or BTECs you need to study in order to ensure access to your desired courses. This can give you some idea of the preferred subjects and help you to narrow it down. Remember, most people choose 3, but many people begin with 4 and then later drop a subject. So for many of you, it will only seem like 5 minutes since you were choosing your Year 9 options, and you've come a very long way since then. For many of you, your subject choices might well have been easy ones. They may have been easy then, and you now know what you want to do for certain in the sixth form, but for lots of you, you will be faced with a range of different choices, and narrowing it down could be quite tricky. And that's why we've put together this. We don't expect you to make a decision this evening, but to go away to discuss it with people at home and to ask their advice. But the bottom line is, it's your choice, they're your A-levels, and if you make the decision to take them, then your chances of success are likely to be slightly higher. We know that trying to decide on 3 subjects is very difficult, and so that's why we try and give you lots and lots of background information about those subjects. So you need to ask yourself, what do I actually want to study? Is this the sixth form for me? And you need to try and be quite selfish and make the best decision just for you. So ask yourself, what is it that I want? What is it that's on offer? Does this sixth form give me the kind of extracurricular activities that I would like to do, such as sports and music and so on? And once you've done that, narrow it down to perhaps 5 or 6 subjects, and then from there you can narrow it down again. Hitchin Boys' School is part of a consortium, which is a group of 3 schools in Hitchin, including Hitchin Girls' School and the Priory School. And those schools work together to provide the greatest flexibility for any student who wants to cover a range of different subjects. Some of the subjects that we offer are joint taught, for example, PE and music, so they will be taught at each of the different sites. And some of them are only offered at 1 or 2 of the schools. So you need to have a look at the brochure quite carefully. For example, some subjects like media may be slightly different at different schools. Working with the consortium gives us a number of distinct advantages for our students. Firstly, we're able to work the option blocks so we can get the best possible fit for our students. So if they want to take subjects which might otherwise not be available at a single school, they are able to do 1 or 2 of those subjects off-site. It also means that we can offer a much wider variety of subjects to begin with. So we can offer subjects perhaps like Latin or film studies, which maybe some other local institutions might not be able to offer. So when we timetable, we try to look at the subjects that the students want to do first, and we try to put them in their home school first of all. And if it is not delivered at their home school, that's when we look at the possibility of using the consortium. The consortium is large and it's growing, it's very successful. It offers a range of different possibilities for students, not only in the academic side of things. We also run the Cole Swinburne Cup, which is a traditional competition between the different schools, which culminates with the gym and dance competition each year, but it also includes music and sports competitions, just to kind of add to the sense of community. And this year, the consortium is the biggest that it's ever been, with over 750 students. So the next step is to find out about individual subjects. And the way that you can do this is by going to the Open Evening website and clicking on the school, which is your home school. And within there, you will find a range of different subjects that are on offer. And you can see the icon, and underneath will be the title. And within that folder, there will be a short video recorded by the department to tell you a bit more about choosing the subject and what it involves, and also an overview, which is also in the prospectus, which gives you the requirements for any prerequisites that you might need in order to be able to study it. The following subjects are offered at either one of our partner schools or both of them. And where they're offered at both, we will try and place you in a group that enables us to optimise all the students' option choices. So the links below will take you directly to the subjects that were offered. And as you can see, we've got a quite wide range of subjects there, from criminology to film studies, German, Latin, classics, and so on. So there really is a great variety on offer for you. You'll also be able to find a copy of our consortium prospectus, which is online and part of the website, and that gives you further information about studying the subjects, including where they're offered, and as well as that, as our A-level subjects, it also includes applied and BTEC options. And you can see on here the prerequisites for some of those subjects in the following slides. The Hitchin Consortium is an inclusive institution, and we aim to offer a wide variety of courses. The minimum standard entry requirements is 5 GCSEs grades 9 to 4, including English and Maths, and some of the subjects will have additional entry requirements. They will also have a GCSE average point score, which is known as your APS grade, and these can be used as a guide for looking at APS choices. Generally speaking, the higher the APS, the more difficult and challenging the course is. So you can see, for example, biology has an APS of 5. You need to have a grade 6 in biology or a 7/6 if you do combined science, and you also need a grade 6 in maths to be able to do biology. So you'll be able to see on this slide and the next one what the entry requirements are, and there's also a copy of it available on the website. So this slide shows you the rest of the standard entry requirements. If they are only listed as standard, that means there are no further prerequisites for that subject. Very occasionally, students opt to do subjects that they haven't taken at GCSE, and if this is the case, then we will have a conversation with you about your suitability for the subject. You need to think quite carefully about your subject combinations. If you want to study certain subjects at universities such as medicine, then you will need prerequisites for it, like A-level chemistry. You can choose other subjects as well, including subjects like English, history and psychology, but you need to make sure you look on the UCAS website to find out what the prerequisites are. Some subject combinations go together extremely well. So for example, lots of students who are interested in sports science might choose PE, biology, psychology, because there is some overlap between them. You may be very interested in humanities subjects such as history, geography, classics and so on. Bear in mind though that these can be quite heavy essay-based subjects, and so you will need to write at length under timed conditions. This is also something that you should bear in mind when you're looking at all your A-level subjects. That's a good starting point for things. You should also speak to your subject teachers as well and any careers advisors in school who might help to give you some more information and support about what to choose. We do make some recommendations for some subjects. So for example, if you study physics, then we do suggest as a guide that you would continue to study maths, and also many students who do chemistry do maths. You don't have to do those subjects together, but there is obviously a lot of maths involved. Some of the arts subjects complement each other very well, things like art, design, textiles and media also crosses over. There's quite a lot of ICT involved as well. Bear in mind when you're looking at these subjects, particularly if they're coursework based, how much time you need to spend outside the classroom working on particular projects. So we might make a suggestion that perhaps 2 out of your 3 subjects would be very heavily focused on coursework. So as a sixth form student, you will have greater freedom and responsibility, and we will expect you to take some command of your own learning. You'll be investigating, reading around the subject, trying to increase your own knowledge and understanding of those subjects. And in particular, they give you an area of focus in much greater detail than you would get for GCSE that you may wish to pursue. And it's the beginning of paving the way for a future career, be that moving on to study at university or any other pathways that you choose. Universities look at students' capacity to look beyond what is just studied in class, and this can make a really huge difference in the UCAS reference. So at Hitchin Boys, we actively encourage you to take your own learning further, be it attending online lectures or perhaps completing courses, which will help to develop some of your skills outside the classroom. So in the sixth form, you will choose 3 subjects. Some students choose 4, but most universities are looking for 3 solid A-level or BTEC courses. You will study for 9 hours a fortnight for each subject, which equates to anywhere between 27 and 36 hours, depending on what you choose. Your sixth form tutor time, you'll be allocated to a tutor group, has been written specifically to guide you and give you support in not only your academic progress, but also so that you leave sixth form with some of the skills that you need to live independently and to work independently. You'll have access to private studies, which is what your non-study times will be used for, and a big range of enrichment activities that you can get involved in. We expect all our students to get involved and to give back to both the school and the community, and you might do this through something known as the Ambassadors Programme or Learning Leaders. There is the possibility of completing work experience and study skills workshops. We encourage all of our students to attend university lectures if they are able to, and our local universities often offer these for students both online and as an experience where they can go into the university. You have the opportunity to be part of our quite extensive senior prefect team, which is mainly undertaken in the end of year 12 and the beginning of year 13. We offer UCAS support for students and parents, and obviously quite tailored support for those going to Oxbridge or wanting to become medics, dentists or vets. There is a possibility of doing your sports leaders qualification, an extended project qualification, which actually does count towards your UCAS points and is something which is run in year 12 and goes on into year 13, and then a range of school trips, clubs, which includes music, PE, debating society, film club, and so on. We have a purpose-built sixth form centre, which is to house our over 250 students. It has dedicated classrooms as well as a work area and a small kitchen where students can make themselves a snack. There's also where the pastoral team are based and the head of sixth form, so there's always an opportunity to talk to them about UCAS applications, about work experience if they want to do any volunteering or so on. And of course, lessons are taught in more specialist subject areas across the school, such as the science labs, the drama and arts building, and the PE areas. One of the things we're most proud of at Hitchin Boys School is our traditions. They really bring us together and help us to celebrate. We are a very old school, hundreds of years old, and we have some more ancient traditions, like our Founders' Day, which we celebrate in St Mary's in the church every year to say goodbye to the Year 11s and the Year 13s, as well as some new traditions as well. So we really feel as though this is a school where you can get involved in the community and become part of it. Finally, I'd just like to wish you the very best of luck with your GCSEs. Please do come over and see us in the sixth form building. You are very welcome to if you have any questions. We hope to see you in September.